Well, the time is just gone 8:29, and we continue this morning taking a look at the recent shooting that had taken place at the Kensington Masjid in Johannesburg. And we're going across to be joined by the director of Madrasa Ziaul Badr in Japistown and Zinatul Islam Kensington, Qari Musa Sidat. Qari Musa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for your time.
Right.
Qari Musa, Assalamu alaikum. We seem to be having a problem getting hold of Qari Musa Sirat. Now, many of you have seen on social media reports of the shooting that had taken place in Kensington Mosque, where one of the Musallis who had broken his salah and shot at the people who had come into the masjid. And I'm just looking at the image right in front of me, and this is now getting quite to a stage where our mosques need to be protected. We've seen what had taken place a few months ago at the Kirk Street Masjid, where people had basically got in and held people up. Kensington area is in Johannesburg, and we wanted to obviously chat to Qari Musa Sidat about the location of the masjid, looking at the security situation at the masjid, the area surrounding the masjid as well. How easy is it for people to actually gain access to come in? Qari Musa is on the phone, I believe. Qari Musa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inayat, salams to you and to all the listeners of Salam Media.
Well, Jazakallah khairan so much for your time. This shooting that took place at the Kensington Masjid, Qari Musa, just take us through what we know or what we should be knowing in terms of what had happened.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. On Tuesday, the 17th of January 2023, at the time of the Isha Salah at 8:45 p.m., namaz had started and the Imam was reading the first rakat. After Surah Al-Fatiha, he was busy with the surah, and there was a commotion at the entrance of the masjid, which is at the back. The commotion was such that the Musallis immediately terminated their salah. They broke their salah, and when one of the Musallis realized, when he turned around, that there was a scuffle taking place with another Musalli at the entrance, because there were people that wanted to come in, only to realize that they had guns in their hands. And as this one brother immediately told the Musallis to lay down or run out of the masjid from the front door, a shot was fired. Immediately, a Musalli also shot at the robbers, and one robber died on the scene outside the masjid. The second one was shot. He was critical, and we are told by the police that during the course of that night he had died. So there was a robbery, and from what we understand is it's not only two robbers that came and wanted to rob the Musallis, there were many more. We found car keys in one of their pockets, and when we uh, checked which car it was, we found that the car had false number plate and the registration was false. And while this was carrying on, the police, JNPDs were all investigating, checking what had happened. In that process, amongst the onlookers, some of those robbers, friends who had come also with them, they were amongst them. Eventually, after about an hour, another incident took place where one of them was identified by the police, and as he was being apprehended, there was a shootout again. and there were many, many bullets flying around. And one police officer was shot, and a Muslim brother who was also helping the police and the JMPD, he was shot also. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah. Last night we visited the brother who was shot. He's been discharged. He has one bullet still lodged in his leg, which they will remove sometimes. But that is what has happened at Kensington Zinatul Islam Masjid in Kensington, Johannesburg.
Yes. Now, Karisab, just the community that the masjid serves, what is the makeup of the community? Karisab, are you with us?
Yes, I am with you.
Yes, Karisab, the question I asked is the makeup of the community that the masjid serves in Kensington. What is the makeup of that community?
Makeup of communities is we have a lot of our brothers who are local, mostly from Indian origin, and many brothers from uh, part of Africa also.
Yes. Now, Karisab, also looking at the Kensington area in itself from a security perspective, just the location of the masjid. If you could just, explain to us exactly where the location is. Is it a high risk area? Is it not a high risk area? And just how secure should the do the Musallis actually feel attending the masjid?
All right. Zinatul Islam Masjid is very close to the Rhodes Park, which is a very famous park in Kensington called Rhodes Park. We are about 700 or 800 meters away from Jeppy Girls High School. We on Langerman, which is Roberts Avenue and Commissioner Street that comes into Johannesburg. It was the old post office of Kensington. It is a very, very busy area. A lot of people come in and go in because you find Marathon Street running very close to us, which takes you into Mount Vernon, Denver, and other places getting to the highway also. So Zinatul Islam is a fairly situated in a fairly busy area, a lot of movement, a lot of cars at all the time. Yes, what we have done is we have beefed up security. We are putting palisades outside. We have engaged what a company that specializes in that area where they do security at the times of Salah. We will have security present there every day. We have engaged this company, and we'd like to make the masjid and its facilities. We have a madrasa for children also in the afternoon. So we'd like to make the masjid and the facilities safe for our musallis also. And surely we will do anything that can keep our musallis safe.
Yes, Karisab, sadly, it has got to that stage where one needs to take all these additional measures to ensure the safety of the musallis that are attending the masjid, because we've seen a few months ago what had taken place at the Kirk Street Masjid. Now it's at Zinatul Islam out in Kensington. And, it's necessary at this point in time where these steps have to be taken because, also at the same time, it's said that places of worship like masjids are now being targeted by these criminals.
Absolutely, yes. So we've got to take the precautions, we've got to take them security measures, and which we will do. And I must say that since this incident that has taken place in Zinatul Islam, we were inundated with telephone calls from the Muslim community wanting to help in any way or so. So we are so thankful to the Muslim community for their generous and their support, not only financially, but in any other way. Also, we have Muslim counselors who do counseling. They have approached us on a pro bono basis. They would like to do counseling for Muslims that need the counseling also.
Well, certainly it has been a traumatic experience for the community, and we continue making dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us safety, and we are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although we feel for the one brother, we make dua, Allah ta'ala grant him complete shifa from his ordeal, that there were no fatalities, and once again, it's the vigilance of the brothers, the musallis that were in the masjid that obviously averted what could have been even a more serious situation, Karisap. Well, unfortunately, there seems to be a bit of a problem. There seems to be somewhat of a delay as well. I'm not too sure whether it's network issues. There are connection issues that are playing out. There is load shedding that is taking place right across many parts of Johannesburg. But we have got the gist of the what had taken place, the incident, the shooting at the Zinatul Islam Kensington Masjid, and that was Qari Musa Sidat with us this morning, providing us with an update and what had taken place. I see there is a message from Fazila Azwat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all our Musalli safe. Ameen to that dua, Fazila. And with that, we're going to go for a quick break. We come back and we still have got a lot more to talk about. We've got political commentator based in Zimbabwe talking about the Zimbabwean elections.